This is the AI people think ChatGPT already is, but it is not. You hear a lot about AI assistant, but let me ask you something real. Can your AI clears your inbox, sends an email for you, manage your calendar, check you in the flights, and everything do it just from WhatsApp or Telegram? Not a new app, not a new dashboard. An AI that actually does these things. That's exactly what the OpenClaw is. And in this video, I'll show you what OpenClaw actually is, why it is different than the other software as a service AI agents, and how to set it up on your machine step by step, even if you are not from a hardcore tech background. So stay tuned and let's dive in. Go to the google.com and search for OpenClaw. Open the OpenClaw website and scroll down. You will see the installation link. Copy the link in your notepad and go back to the terminal and run this installation command. The installation itself might take around 10 or 15 minutes of the time. Once the OpenClaw is installed, it will start the setup screen. You have to accept the terms and move on to the next step. Then select Quick Start and choose your model. For this demo, we'll be starting off with the Google Gemini. For getting the Gemini API key, go to google.com, look for Gemini API key, open the first website, get your Gemini API key, sign in this website. Once you sign in, on the left hand side, left bottom, you will see get your API key. If you have never created the API key before, you will see it empty. So to create a new key, you can click on create API key, give a API key a name, and then click on create key. Once we have this API key created, we can copy this API key and paste it in our command prompt. Once we have the key, we'll select the default model. I'll go ahead with Gemini 2.5 Flash model. You can choose any. Next step is setting up the channel. Now we are starting off setting up the Telegram channel. There are clear instructions on how to set up the bot. Go to the Telegram, search for bot father. Once you find the bot father, go and click on start. Now you have to click on new bot and it's gonna create a bot for you. So it will ask a name for your bot. So you can suggest the name for your bot. And then you have to provide the username for the bot. There are some constraints while submitting the username for the bot, and one of that constraint is the bot name should end in _bot. So I'm gonna submit a correct bot name here. So I'm just gonna use OpenClaw_bot and just gonna append some numbers so the name is accepted. Once the bot is created, Telegram will provide you some token. Now you have to provide this token on the command prompt. Copy the token and paste it on the command prompt. Skip the skills for now and skip the webhooks for now. Now it will start installing the gateway. Once the gateway is installed, you will get the option to open the UI in the terminal. Now let's move back to a chatbot in Telegram. Send start and it will provide you one command that you have to approve the pairing request for the Telegram on the command line. This is a security measure and you have to follow it. Once you get a successful approved message on the terminal, move back to the chatbot and start talking with the chatbot. First of all, you can introduce yourself with the chatbot and it has the memory, so it will store all the information that you are sharing with it and it will remember it for the later use. Now I'm trying to list my download folder on my PC through the Telegram app on my mobile. Initially, it might throw some errors since it needs explicit permissions to look into your personal data. That is again another security measure. And we'll see how we can fix this issue later in this video. Right now, I'm giving another task to create a sample file index.html in the downloads folder, and the content of the file would be welcome to the AI agent world, Sahil. Let's see if it can do it. It created a file in the workspace folder. I'm pretty sure it cannot move the file in the main download folder because of the security reasons. We'll fix this issue when we grant the explicit permissions. Let's try and go to this path to find out if the file has been created on the machine or not. So I'll just go to the Finder and go to this path and open the index.html. You can see the content is created successfully. Now we'll see how we can run all the commands on your Mac from the Telegram app on your phone. You have to prefix command and then provide the command that you wanna execute on your machine, and then grant the explicit permission. This will fix the issue that we were seeing earlier. Now I can ask the bot to list all the downloaded files for the last week, and all this from a Telegram app on the phone. Now I can also request a specific file on my PC through my phone through a chatting app. Now, as you can see in the screen, the Telegram bot will receive a file directly from the laptop, and I can open and see the file that has been sent by the bot. This completes the Telegram setup. Now let's move on to the next section where I will show you how to configure WhatsApp with the OpenClaw. Now move back to the terminal and run OpenClaw onboard command. Accept the agreements, select quick start. In config handling, choose update values. For model, we don't need to configure the model again, so just select skip for now. On the next page, you will see all provider, and then you would see keep current. So choose that option to keep the model as default. Moving on to the next section, which is channel. Now select WhatsApp from the list. Now it will generate a QR code and you have to scan it by your phone. Guys, this really takes lots of effort to bring such tutorial to the YouTube. I request you to subscribe my channel, and that motivates me to create such. Now on your phone, go to WhatsApp settings, go to link devices, click on link a device, and then scan the QR code which is shown on your PC. Once the QR code is registered, the WhatsApp will be paired with OpenClaw on your PC. Now it will ask more details like your phone number. Make sure to use a secondary phone number and not your primary phone number for this particular setup. Input the phone number here and then move on to the next step. Now for the next step, you can configure the skill or skip for now and restart the gateway. That's it for the setting up WhatsApp. The WhatsApp is now registered with Open, and you can send a message hi to yourself on a WhatsApp. And soon you will receive a response from a chatbot in a WhatsApp screen. If you notice something, it still remembers the context. Whatever the discussion we had with the chatbot on the Telegram, it still remembers that particular context. Now I'm trying to list all the files in the downloaded folder last week. Now it's gonna ask again for the explicit permission, and we have to provide that explicit permission for it to show us the files. Sometimes the input might get stuck due to the limit on the model or provider. Let us poke the chatbot again. Now you will notice that it hits us with the quota limit error, and that is a common issue with the provider if you have not purchased any API tokens. To solve such issues, go to google.com and search for Ollama download. Ollama is a local LLM provider. Click on download Ollama link, select the appropriate platform, download for your platform. Install the Ollama, and now you can launch it from the application pane. Just search for Ollama and launch the app. Open the Ollama application, and now you will notice a similar interface as a ChatGPT. You can click on new chat, and then there are lots of models that you can install on your local machine and run the LLM locally. You can send a hi as a message and it will respond exactly like a ChatGPT. So this is a local LLM software. If you want in detail tutorial for Ollama, comment Ollama and I'll create one such tutorial for you. There are lots of other models as well. If you want to download a new model for Ollama, just select the model that you wish to download and then just send any message that will enable to download that particular model. So for example, here it's downloading the another model. Now this step is very important. You have to go back to the terminal, type cd.openclaw. That is a directory for the OpenClaw configuration. Open the OpenClaw.Json file. Now here you will notice that the provider section is missing. If you want to add Ollama as a provider, we have to create an additional snippet for the providers. I have created a ready-made snippet for the models and providers. Comment models and I will share it with you. Copy this snippet and we will be pasting it in our config.json. In this snippet, you will see that base URL has been set up to the local gateway URL. API key can be anything, and then specifically in the models, I am specifying the model that I will be using for my Ollama LLM. Open the JSON file again and you can paste it before the agents. Just paste the snippet and then you have to choose a model that is locally installed on your machine. Now I have tried with lots of models, but only the models that can think are supported for the OpenClaw. You can easily find the locally installed Ollama models in the Ollama app. Just now you can save this file and now you have to run the OpenClaw on board one more time. Now accept the terms and then select quick start. Now select update values. For model you can skip for now, and in the provider you will see the Ollama and then choose the model which you mentioned in the file. Now save this config and just skip everything else and restart the gateway. That's all is needed to select Ollama as a provider. Now move back to the chatbot and try to communicate with the chatbot again. So if I ask the chatbot to list all the PDF files downloaded last week in my computer, it's gonna provide me the list of all those files, which is incredible because you can talk with the chatbot like a human and it provides you the output for all the PDF files downloaded last week. Now I can also request the file on my mobile from my machine. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. In the next video, I'll show you how to configure extra skills, how to connect with the Gmail and lots of interesting stuff. And there we go. That's it guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.